Who doesn't like comedy? I mean, I like it. If you like it too. We made the best list for comedy anime. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe our channel. Okay, enough talk, let's start the video. Number 10. The Way of a House Husband. Genres: comedy, romance, slice of life. Immortal Tatsu, the legendary Yakuza who single-handedly defeated a rival gang with a lead pipe, is a name known to strike fear in both hardened police officers and vicious criminals. Soon after his sudden disappearance, he resurfaces with a slight change in profession. Now equipped with an apron, Tatsu has given up violence and is trying to make an honest living as a house husband. While adapting to mundane household tasks, Tatsu finds that being a house husband has its own challenges, from the battlefield known as supermarket sales to failures in the kitchen. Despite living peacefully, misunderstandings seem to follow him left and right. Gokushufudo follows the daily life of the comically serious ex-Yakuza as he leaves behind his dangerous previous life to become a stay-at-home husband. This is a short anime having only 10 episodes. Number 9. Martial, Magic and Muscles. Genres: action, comedy, fantasy, school. Set in a magical world in which an individual's position within society is defined by their power and skill with magic, Mash Burndet is a young man without so much as an ounce of magic in his blood. In order to live a peaceful life with his adoptive father, Regro, Mash will need to become a divine visionary, a title which is only given to exceptional students from the Easton Magic Academy. Despite having no magic whatsoever, Mash goes to the magic school, determined to survive and show the world that muscles can beat magic. Number 8. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Genres: action, comedy, fantasy, isekai. There is a popular saying, you can never be too careful. It is very important to prepare for every situation you may face, even if it seems like an unnecessary waste of time. Also, in games like RPGs, it is good to exceed the level of your enemies to achieve total victory. These words describe Sakurai Gwyn a little too perfectly. Risdart is a novice goddess who is placed in charge of saving the world of Gaybrand from a demon lord by summoning a human hero. In S-class world, Gaybrand is extremely dangerous, so Risdart is careful to select a hero who will be able to prevail against the enemies. She settles on Sakurai Gwyn, whose stats are many times greater than any other contender. Unfortunately, upon summoning him, Risdart finds to her dismay that he is ridiculously cautious about everything, including her. Refusing to even enter Gaybrand's safest areas until he has trained to a level that he is comfortable with, Saya's reticence drives the goddess crazy. However, when the pair finally do set foot on Gaybrand, events may prove this hero's caution is well justified. Number 7. Prison School. Genres: comedy, romance, school, seinen. Hakimitsu Academy, one of the strictest girls' academies in Tokyo, has decided to admit boys into their system. Kiyoshi Fujino is one of these new boys, but he discovers to his shock that he and his 4 friends, Takahito Gakuto Morikuzu, Shingo Wakamoto, Jujijo Nizu, and Reiji Andre Andu, are the only male students among 1,000 girls. The draconian laws that are still in place make the school even worse, which punishes even the most minor infractions with a stay in the school's prison. The 5 boys all commit voyeurism in the school's bathing area with the lecherous philosophy of all for one, one for all. Their capture and arrest by the underground student council causes the 5 boys to receive an ultimatum: either stay a month in the school's prison block or be expelled. The boys are incarcerated in the prison block together, and Kiyoshi is overwhelmed by the discovery that all the other boys are masochists that revel in the punishments handed to them by their attractive but vicious supervisors. Number 6. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. Genres: comedy, drama, romance, school. In the senior high school division of Shuchian Academy, Student Council President Miyuki Shirogane and Vice President Kagaya Shinomiya appear to be a perfect match. Kagaya is the daughter of a wealthy conglomerate family, and Miyuki is the top student at the school and well known across the prefecture. Although they like each other, they are too proud to confess their love, as they believe whoever does so first would lose in their relationship. The story follows their many schemes to make the other one confess or at least show signs of affection. Halfway through the series, they manage to confess to each other. From there, focus shifts on how they advance their relationship and deal with remaining obstacles. The presence and complexity of several other characters notably increases over time as well. Number 5. Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. Genres: adventure comedy isekai. Following an untimely and embarrassing death, Kazuma Sato, a Japanese teenage shut-in NEET, meets a goddess named Aqua, who offers to reincarnate him in a parallel world with MMORPG elements, where he can go on adventures and battle monsters. Despite being offered a superpowered item or ability to use in this new world, Kazuma, following some provocation, chooses Aqua herself to accompany him to the town of Axel, quickly finding her absent-mindedness to be less than beneficial. With Aqua unable to return to the afterlife until the Devil King is defeated, the two form a party and recruit 2 other members, an explosion-obsessed magician named Megumin and a masochistic crusader named Darkness. Due to the party's dysfunctional abilities, Kazuma quickly gives up on the idea of defeating the Devil King and tries to live a comfortable lifestyle, only to find the circumstances of his daily life are forcing him and his party to encounter and battle the Devil King's generals. Number 4. Spy X Family. Genres: action comedy shounen. In order to maintain the state of peace between the rival nations of Westalis and Ostania, a Westalian agent codenamed Twilight is tasked with spying on Donovan Desmond, leader of the National Unity Party within Ostania. However, due to Desmond being notoriously reclusive, the only way Twilight can get close to him is to enroll a child in the same private school as Desmond's sons and pose as a fellow parent. To accomplish this and present the image of a happy family, he creates the alias of Lloyd Forger, adopts a young orphan girl named Anya, and marries a woman named Yabrier. However, unbeknownst to him, Anya can read minds and yet is in fact a professional assassin. Neither Lloyd nor Ya are aware of each other's true identities, or that Anya knows their true professions. The family later takes in a dog with precognitive abilities whom they name Bond. Despite these unknown factors and Twilight's occasional lapses of common sense due to years of being a spy, he must learn to play the role of the perfect father and husband in order to carry out his mission. Number 3. Dr. Stone. Genres: adventure comedy sci-fi shounen. In 2019, a mysterious flash suddenly petrifies ostensibly all humans. The human race is frozen in stone for 3,700 years until in April 5738, when 16-year-old prodigy Senku Ishigami is suddenly revived to find himself in a world where all traces of human civilization have been eroded by time. Senku sets up a base camp and begins to study the petrified humans in order to determine the cause of the event, as well as a cure. Over the next 6 months, Senku's friend Taiju Oki wakes up and Senku learns their revival was made possible with nitric acid. With this discovery, they develop a compound that will allow them to instantly revive others. They begin by reviving a famous high school martial artist named Tsukasa Shishio and their classmate Yuzuriho Gawa with the goal of rebuilding civilization with a focus on science. But Tsukasa ultimately reveals that he opposes Senku's idea of forming a new scientific civilization, believing the old world was tainted and should not be restored. Instead, he desires to establish a new world order based on power and strength, going so far as to destroy any petrified adults he encounters in order to prevent them from interfering with his goals. Number 2. The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Genres: comedy school shounen slice of life. To the average person, psychic abilities might seem a blessing for Kusuo Saiki. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural abilities ranging from telepathy to X-ray vision, he finds this so-called blessing to be nothing but a curse. As all the inconveniences his powers cause constantly pile up, all Kusuo aims for is an ordinary, hassle-free life, a life where ignorance is bliss. Unfortunately, the life of a psychic is far from quiet. Though Kusuo tries to stay out of the spotlight by keeping his powers a secret from his classmates, he ends up inadvertently attracting the attention of many odd characters, such as the empty-headed Riki Nendu and the delusional Shunkeidu. Forced to deal with the craziness of the people around him, Kusuo comes to learn that the ordinary life he has been striving for is a lot more difficult to achieve than expected. If you like this anime list, a sub and a like to the channel would be helpful. Number 1. Gintama. Genres: action comedy shounen. Aliens from outer space have invaded Earth and taken over feudal Japan. As a result, a prohibition on swords has been established, and the samurai of Japan are treated with disregard as a consequence. However, one man, Jintoki Sakata, still possesses the heart of the samurai, although from his love of sweets and work as a Yorozuya, one might not expect it. Accompanying him in his jack-of-all-trades line of work are Shinpachi Shimura, a boy with glasses and a strong heart, Kagura with her umbrella and seemingly bottomless stomach, as well as Sadaharu, their oversized pet dog. Of course, these odd jobs are not always simple, as they frequently have run-ins with the police, ragtag rebels, and assassins, oftentimes leading to humorous but unfortunate consequences.